Killchain.
Next silhouette shaking at the edge of sight, thinking they can hide in the traffic night. But I'm already charting how the move will play. Every turn a step in the chain I lay.
Tom hits rumbling like a marching storm. Dark paths breathing where the lines deform. You don't know the order, but the order's set. Every pass I'm taking is a trigger threat.
On beat stabs drilling through your alibi. Each sharp impact saying you're the next to die. Not in blood and fire, but in badge and name. When I cut your time from this midnight game.
Apex Killchain. I'm tagging you one by one. Every corner hunting till the job is done. You can try to flee, you can fight the pain, but I'll string you on the line of my Apex Killchain. In the overdrive and thunder glow, every rival falling in a steady flow. You can claim this track, you can scream my name in vain. I'll erase you as a link in my Apex Killchain. I don't rush them all in a mindless blast. I just pick my target, make the pressure last. If the list is endless, I don't mind the time. Every perfect apex is another crime. Apex Killchain. When the final few remain in sight, I will lock them down in the neon light. If you stand between my tires and the crown I claim,
You'll be added to the tally in my chain of names.
Apex Killchain. When the smoke clears off the lane, you will count the missing in the silent rain. You can curse my shadow as you fade from the game. I'll be hunting down the next for my Apex Killchain.
On beat stabs echo in the cooling rain.
Empty lanes whisper of the Apex Killchain. Dark law shining on a midnight frame.
Thrown out, written off, stripped of names.
City in the rearview like a closing file. Now I'm coming back as an overdrive exile. Fastlane. Overdrive Exile. I'm coming back from the edge of night, burning through the blacklist in a streak of light. You can strip my number, try to wipe my file, but you can't erase an overdrive exile. Exile in the fast lane where your courage lies. I will turn your comfort into alibis. You can claim the kingdom, you can fake your style. I will take it back as the overdrive exile.
truth is shown.
If the price of balance is a burning run,
Let the sparks deliver what you've done.
Red Zone Payback Law. When the final straight ignites in flame, I will double every wound and call your name.
If you try to bury me beneath your crown,
I'll return in overdrive to drag you down. Red Zone Payback Law. When the noise falls silent and thin, they will read the tire marks and know who wins.
you can curse the verdict as you fade in on.
I just drove the sentence of the payback law.
Needle falling from the crimson sky.
Red Zone Payback, written where the ashes lie. Say I'm mad at thunder on a broken sky.
Sirens in the distance as the years go by.
Fastlane glowing like a final track. One more run and there's no turning back. You're lining up beside me like it's just a game.
Smiling like the chaos never learned your name.
But the city in the rear view's already ash.
Every light behind us is a dying flash.
Engine like a heartbeat wired to a bomb.
Piano hammering a battle song. We're not just racing for a simple win.
This is where the world caves in.
Strings rise, drum hits, countdown in my head.
Every snare runs spelling all is dead.
If this is how the story ends tonight,
I'll write the last line in a blinding love.
Fastlane Doomsday.
I'm flooring it into the end of time.
When the sky falls down, I will cross that line.
The world must break for this final fight.
I'll accelerate the ruin just to burn so bright. Fastlane Doomsday.
When the last hope shivers and fades,
I will carve my name through the collapsing shade.
You can pray for mercy, you can scream no way.
I will end it all.
In the fast lane today. Billboards crumbling in the acid rain.
Guardrails twisted like forgotten chains.
You're still pretending there's a later on,
But the future's just a ruin
counterfeit peace.
I would rather let this false world cease.
If the price of truth isn't ending like this,
Let the flames deliver the final kiss. Fastlane Doomsday. When the final corner starts to glow, I will hold it flat and never let it go.
if tomorrow dies in this ultra fall,
Let us play a face the void in perfect fall.
Fastlane Doomsday. As the engines fade into the dark,
Only scorched horizons bearing one last mark.
you can vanish quietly, you can turn away. I will ride full throttle through the doomsday. Ashes on the tarmac, silence in the air.
Fastlane Doomsday.
But I was there. Ornamental howling in the Skylane air, tom drums beating like a hunt out there, headlights trembling on the painted ground. Tonight this road belongs to the Warhound.
You're drifting in the traffic like a careless prey. Little blinker flashing in a fragile way. Yet you don't feel the eyes in the mirror's glow. You don't hear the heartbeat pacing down below. I'm running in the blind spot where your courage
Sleeps. Every shifting lane is a trail I keep. Or a 20 piano like a pulse in my claws. Rock steel grinding in a predator's jaws.
tongue hits rolling like a pack on the chase.
Portamento lead sliding in into your space.
If you feel the pressure crawling up your spine, that's the Warhound tracing down your line.
Skylane Warhound, I'm haunting every lane you take. Ripping through the midnight till the guardrails shake. If you wander in my territory, you're already found. I will run you down as the Skylane.
Skylane War in the overground and neon rain. Every rev and snare is a tightening chain. You can swerve, you can scream, you can pray to slow me down, but I rule this road with a Warhound cry.
Your shadow on the wall is a wounded mark, staggering in motion through the urban dark. I'm counting every heartbeat in the tom roll sound, closing like a storm on this hunting ground.
Portamento singing like a wolf pack cry. E-piano thunder underneath the sky. You can see the pattern in the lanes I choose. Every subtle angle is your chance to lose.
Foam hits closer as the distance breaks. Every little twitch is the move I take.
If you feel the slipstream tearing at your will, that's the Warhound moving into chaos.
Skylane Warhound, I'm hunting every lane you take. Ripping through the midnight till the guardrails shake. If you wander in my territory, you're already found. I will run you down as the Skylane War.
In the overdrive and neon rain, every rev and snare is a tightening chain. You can swerve, you can scream, you can pray to slow me down, but I rule this road with a Warhound cry.
I don't need a siren or a flashing sign. I just need the scent of fear along the line. If the price of ruling is to stand alone, outrun what you can't outrun. You'll just feed the legend of the hunt I've run.
Skylane Warhound, when the engines fade to black, you will feel my footsteps never turning back. You can curse my name as you're sliding off the ground. I'll be chasing down the next one, Skylane Warhound. Watermen are fading in the cooling night. Tom drums silent, but my trail's in light.
Swing too wide, you'll feel me slide inside on a the lane. Taillights fading on a filament of white. Apex Cutline shining in the night.
Two shadows at the start, written in the chrome.
Sworn to share this highway, sworn to call it home.
But promises of paper when the engines wake. Tonight the throttle cuts the vow we made.
We shook hands under neon, call it you and me.
Said we'd never cross a line we couldn't see.
Side by side in every storm we used to run.
But somewhere in the slipstream something had to break.
One of us was hungry for a different steak.
Now your taillights look like daggers in my eyes.
Every gentle promise turning into lies.
Gritty bass grinding underneath my chest. All the old affection turning into test.
If this is how our story finally reacts, I will break the throttle Nemesis pact.
Throttle Nemesis Pact. I'm tearing up the oath at speed. Breaking every promise just to take the lead. If we wrote our names together on this line, I will cross it first and leave you far behind. Throttle Nemesis Pact. When the red line starts to glow, I will burn our vow in the overdrive flow. You can cling to memories, you can scream, come back. I'll reply with silence and a throttle attack. We used to share the draft on the midnight turn.
Trading little glances as the rubber burns.
You would cover my blind spot, I would shield your back. Two sworn demons on the same attack.
But the leaderboard is brutal in the way it reads.
Only one can own the crown of speed.
Now your engine howls like a wounded friend.
And I taste the moment where the roads all end. Gritty bass rumbling like a final call. Every snare run saying let it fall. If this is how our history contracts, I will seal it with a throttle counteract. Throttle Nemesis Pact. I'm tearing up the oath at speed. Breaking every promise just to take the lead. If we wrote our names together on this line, I will cross it first and leave you far behind. Throttle Nemesis Pact. When the red line starts to glow, I will burn our vow
Earth saints turn ash and hammered chrome. Turbo choirs brace the sky. Break tap fate withdraws the stolen zone. Grip decides what laws apply.
All zoning suffusing silver letters.
Zero lack conviction shown.
Every doubt combusts to quiet embers. I take the crown as own. He's a line, the aiming mark. Whispers thread the spark. When horizon hits the crimson gate, I trigger fate too late. Nitrous retaliation speaks soft, strike loud. Whispered oath becomes a cloud. Purge to daylight down the center line. I answer wrongs in flame and time. Nitrous retaliation, pressure to the floor. Two-step thunder, more. If mercy asks to stall the conflagration,
I write retaliation.
The piano keeps the line I drew. Justice rides in blue.
snap to let our meters climb. Baby about primes, it's ending time.
Nitrous retaliation.
Higher crown and light, one clean burst concludes the fight.
Tail light scripture down the sovereign line. Verdict sealed and underlined. Nitrous retaliation.
Pressure to the floor once more.
Crowded pistons yelling more.
When fate writes crooked debts in accusation,
I'm paying full retaliation. Bang, bang. Whoa. Splash. Confirm.
purge
that the cowards can't.
If the price of power is this razor,
we'll divide the risk and share the pride. Skylane strike team, when the last raid opens wide,
we will fan out once, then close from side to side.
if you think you're free in that final gleam, you'll collide with the edge of a living scheme. Skylane strike team,
When the echoes fade from the road, only lane marks tell how the story flows.
you can blame the night, you can blame your dream, but you lost this highway to the Skylane strike team.
Layered leads fading over silver lines.
Skylane silent, but the grid is mine. Redline headshot. Redline headshot.
skies. I trust the way a fallen empire flies.
If the price of balance is a burning run, let the sparks be proof of what you've done.
Overrun Magistrate. When the last straight opens like a throne, I will read the sentence in the engine tone. If you try to flee from the fate you wrote,
I'll deliver justice at your ragged throat.
Overrun Magistrate. When the echoes fade and smoke is clear, only broken halos hanging in the rear. You can curse my name, you can claim it's hate, but the road remembers the Overrun Magistrate. Shots fading over cooling steel. Crown this highway only marked up souls,
with crossbones painted where the caution rolls.
if the price of a living is to race this hard,
We'll sign our names in sparks on the boulevard.
rival crossbones run.
When the last curve tears the sky in two, I will hold my line right next to you.
If tomorrow judges what we've said and done,